Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is the official post-fight review for Gilberto Ramirez versus Alexis Angulo. And Gilberto Ramirez, the result of that fight is Gilberto Ramirez scoring a 12-round unanimous decision over Mr. Angulo. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of upset that I didn't have a chance to watch the co-main event, the undercards of this fight, because I heard it was a great fight of the year between Lenny Z and some other guy on the undercard that's supposed to be fight of the year. So I'll have a video coming out on that once I watch the fight. But as for this fight, I don't really know much about this guy, Angulo. He's someone that has been a domestic fighter in Colombia. I looked at his resume. He had, when you look at the resume of this guy, he looked like someone that was your run-of-the-mill domestic fighter, taking a step up as a mandatory challenger, and was going to get ran through by Gilberto Ramirez. And that's not what we got in this fight. We got a guy in Angulo who, despite his lack of credentials as far as resume, gave a good account of himself, man. Very awkward. I'm not gonna lie. I watched him fight, and the style that I saw, that the fighter that reminded me of the way this guy fought was Edison Miranda. And he has one of those just awkward styles where he's very basic. Like, he's very basic. He shells up kind of like this. He lulls you to sleep. His punch output is not very, very high, but he has this ability to land significant shots, if you see what I'm saying. So he was doing that with Gilberto. Gilberto has some habits that I think the top guys at 160 would capitalize on. Like, if you put Gilberto in there with Caleb Plant would school this dude, and that's how I feel. But like, Gilberto is a southpaw. He's got a good frame, good range for the weight class. But when you watch him fight, a guy could be way over there, and he's throwing an uppercut way over, he's throwing an uppercut way over here, and when he misses, he's in position to get hit, and you saw that a couple times in this fight. You saw him very reluctant to get off. You saw him not getting off first as far as with his punches. And Angulo took advantage of this early on in the fight. Angulo was able to push him towards the ropes, work and dig to the body, and then he was able to land that really, really strong right hand. And Gilberto respected his power. I think what tonight showed me, more than ever with Gilberto, if you can make Gilberto respect your power, you have much more than a puncher's chance of beating him. He's a very beatable fighter. He's a very beatable fighter if you're multi-dimensional and you can make him respect your power. So that's that. What I will give Gilberto credit for is this. In the first 5 rounds, he was winning them, winning most of them, but he wasn't winning them by that much. But in the 6th round, he decided to use his frame, his range, being the bigger man, being this taller man, and you saw him begin to get on that back foot, pump that jab, work off of it, slip, hook off of it, all that stuff, and you saw him just progress as the fight went on and it progressed into a much better, much more mature type of performance for Gilberto. So what I'll say is, if I rate his performance 1 out of 10, I'll definitely give it a 7. We'll say 7.5. He did some things good, but there were some things to be desired, because with a guy like this, I was expecting the normal Gilberto Ramirez performance when you fight a mandatory type of opponent. So good fight. As for what's next, his next fight, he's saying he wants unification fights. Truthfully, I'd like to see him in there with a guy like Caleb Plant. I would love to see Caleb Plant fight Gilberto Ramirez because, as you guys know, I like Caleb Plant. I think he's a good fighter. It would be interesting to see, because Gilberto's a guy who likes to throw, for the most part, he throws a lot of punches. This fight he didn't, but he throws a lot of punches. Caleb is more a defensively sound fighter who doesn't throw punches if you don't have to. So I think it'd be a good style matchup. It'd be good for the division to see that fight. Benavidez, no disrespect to him, but Benavidez would beat the brakes off of him. I think Gilberto beats DeGale, but DeGale is probably going to fight Billy Joe Saunders. So I don't really see Gilberto as a top 168-pound fighter in the division. I really never have. I think he has some good skills. I think if he can refine his style more, in terms of getting off first, really just committing to that jab, like just have a commitment to that jab, because when he does commit to that jab, whether it be stepping in with the jab, or whether it be a touch jab, or whether he flicks the jab and then moves off of it. He shows promise. He shows potential. He has good footwork. He's got good power. He's shown the ability to land good body shots. So Gilberto Ramirez has tools. He has tools in that toolbox, but it's about using the tools and using the right tool at the right time to get you through each and every situation. So it is what it is there. As for Angulo, I want to see more of him, man. I say this guy is from Colombia. He seems to be a tough fighter. He's earned, in my opinion, with his performance tonight, he has earned another chance against a name in the division. I like to see him fight maybe a Caleb Plant, maybe a DeGale or Benavidez, any one of the top guys at 168. I would like to see this guy again because he can fight. He was exciting to me, at least. I enjoyed his craftiness. He wasn't throwing a lot of punches and he wasn't ultra slick and he didn't have the tightest guard, but he was crafty. He would pick shots off, and he was looking to land that one shot, and he landed a couple times, but he couldn't land it. And then when he hurt Gilberto the one time, he couldn't follow up with it enough to get the stoppage victory. But overall, decent performance from Gilberto, all things considered. There was a little situation in the middle of the ring where they kept, I guess, in the corner for Angulo, they were pouring water down his pants, because it gets hot down there, and there was water all over the ring. Especially on the middle of the ESPN and Top Rank logo, and they were slipping all over it. So, interesting fight all the way around. But just good performance with Gilberto. I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with the next part of his career. Like I said, man, just hopefully with him, he understands that he has a good frame for the weight. He's got a good jab. He's got good footwork. Use it in the right way, and you'll go far in the division. So, that's my take on the fight. You guys give me yours down below. Gilberto Ramirez defends the title successfully against Romero, Alexis Angulo. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you had a chance to watch the fight, take the time to subscribe, do all the good stuff, and we'll have more boxing, more Deontay Wilder, Joshua videos, because I know you guys have been enjoying that. And like I say in every single video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just kidding, Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.